Hello everyone. Today I thought I'd go back to a game that I played a long time ago that I never really finished. And that is Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze. So, we're going to start a whole new game and we'll see where we can go from there. Okay, let's get going. Welcome to Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze. Do you want an explanation on how to play? Yeah, I don't. It's been a while since I played, so. Detective Hank and the Golden Sneeze is an interactive whodunit visual novel that features a different culprit on each playthrough. There are 3 key points here. Interactive whodunit. In this game you will find out who committed the crime in the story. Pay close attention and look for clues when you're talking to people in game. Visual novel. This game will have a lot of text. If you like reading books, you'll like this game. But if you're more an action gamer, we ask you to be patient. 3. Different culprit on each playthrough. Every time a new game is started, one of several storylines is chosen. Every storyline has a different culprit for the crime committed. And every storyline will have different clues that will lead you to the criminal. So watch out, clues in one storyline may be red herrings, distractions in another. Oh, okay. I guess I got paper here. Okay. We can help you out a bit on staying on track, but true detective has his or her own method of deduction. Good luck. Choose a storyline. They each have a different culprit. You know what? We'll go with random. For this playthrough, we have chosen storyline 4. About to save your game. Game save? Okay. The night is young and the town is asleep, save for a few exceptions. Very few exceptions. Wow. A wall of the museum is blown to dust and a figure waltzes inside the building. Before anyone can react, the figure steals an object and disappears back out through the hole. Guards rush in, but it's too late. The damage has already been done. And just like that, the night continues as if nothing had happened, except for that one event. Chapter 1. Now you sneeze at me, now you don't. It's been morning for a while by the time I get out of bed, and same as every other morning, I am a man with mission. Coffee! My wife greets me as I enter the living room. So, here you are. How is my Hank doing? Coffee. Oh, you poor thing. Mary hurries to the dining table and rushes a cup of lukewarm coffee back to me. This coffee is probably 5 hours old. I should have gotten it myself, and I should have gotten up at a decent hour. But there's something about this morning ritual of mine, such that I never wanted to change. Our happy morning is suddenly rudely disturbed by the ultimate sound of doom. The ring of impending work. Hello? Hank, the museum has been robbed. I want you to go and investigate. Understood, Captain. I'll be right there. Honey? Yes? I need my hat. You can get that yourself, honey. You've already had your coffee. As I should, honey. ... How do I look? Like you're gonna go punch some bad guys. Take care, honey. Take care. Oh, wait. Come back. I forgot to tell you something. I'm picking up my parents for tea after work. That's nice. I like it when they come over for tea. Unless they steal my cookies, of course. Oh, come on, honey. When has that ever happened? Last week. You've got a point. I'll try to keep them in check this time. Take care, honey. ... The morning has nearly passed when I finally arrive at the museum. It's crowded with more policemen than visitors. Which is really saying something, especially for a morning. There are quite a lot of visitors. I didn't realize that our police force was this big. The museum director, Mr. Abrams, come up to me as I enter the next room. Thank goodness you came, Detective. The whole place is a mess. Glad to be of service, Mr. Abrams. Could you fill me in on what happened? You see, the thing is... Last night, our most prized possession, the golden sneeze, was stolen. It has been in the museum for decades. It has great historical value, and it was still being studied by the most famed of professors. Some say it holds great mystical powers, but at the very least, it's a big lump of gold. To be clear, the golden sneeze is worth more than its weight in gold. And you lost it. Yes. Mr. Abrams, I need to ask you a couple of standard questions. Where were you? Mr. Abrams, where were you on the night of the robbery? I was at a party looking for new investors for the museum. It's my job as museum director to expand these facilities, so we were looking for some new money. Did it go well? Can't really say. These things take time. A party is usually the first time we make contact. After that, we invite them over to the museum and let them have a look, and maybe then they'll invest in us. Okay, that gives me a good overview of the situation. Any suspicious activity? Have you seen any can't talk. Have you seen any suspicious activity in the area? Well, it could have been anyone, Detective. There have been so many people around here lately. There might have been a suspicious person in there, but I wouldn't have noticed them. So, you haven't seen anything odd? No, I'm sorry. Tell me about the golden sneeze. Can you tell me more about this golden sneeze? Of course, Detective. The golden sneeze is roughly 200 years old. That's about a century before the mechanical revolution came to be. In those days, people still believed in magic, so the records on it are a bit muddled, but we do have a backstory on it. There was a couple who had only one single daughter. They were very poor, but they lived a happy life. One day, their daughter fell ill. Her health deteriorated, and within a week it seemed like she would not survive. The couple was devastated, but one fateful night, a monk appeared at their house. Though the couple did not have much to share, nonetheless they gave the monk a meal. The couple talked a lot, and the monk learned of their ill daughter. He would not let it turn into a tragedy. The monk summoned their daughter and held up a handkerchief. He said to her, "Though you know only fear, you will be safe from this moment onward." At that moment, the girl sneezed louder than she ever had before, and when she opened her eyes, the golden sneeze laid in the handkerchief. Magic or not, her parents did not want to accept the golden sneeze as a gift, but the monk insisted upon it. He replied, "People with such generosity deserve to have much to share." In the next moment, he disappeared. The parents sold the object, and their daughter never went hungry again. At least, that's one version of the story. In another version, the daughter drank molten gold, and a golden sneeze came out along with their dying breath. But we prefer the first version. It's more kid-friendly. Thank you for the enlightening talk, Mr. Abram. I guess I've heard enough. Thank you, Mr. Abrams. That'll be all. I'm going to take a look at the crime scene now. Let's see. Constable, how's the investigation going? Quite well, Detective. We're finishing up the search as we speak. That's good to hear. What have you discovered? Well, one of the outer walls is missing. It's very likely the thief entered through there. We found a torn up black piece of cloth. That's all. Okay, thank you, officer. You may go now. I think I've seen enough of the crime scene. I could look for other clues in the area, maybe see if there's something fishy in the museum. Or I could go visit my usual suspect. Where shall I go? We'll go look in the museum. Let's see what I can find in the museum besides the crime scene. The stuff on display here is really old. There's a spear that's over 2,000 years old, or at least what's left of the spear. There's also a canoe that may be even older than that. This stuff is pretty interesting. I wonder how many others would think the same thing. I'm just going to check the guest book of the museum. I'm investigating. I can do that. As I suspected, everybody likes this museum. There have been plenty of visitors as of late. Where shall I go? Look in the area. Let's take a look at the outside of the museum. From out here, it looks like the thief could have gone in multiple directions. The broken wall edges on an alleyway. Even though they took out a wall, they could have easily gotten away unseen. Last night, nobody was around, so the thief probably got away just fine. There's not much else to see out here. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here, and we'll continue on from there. Okay? Hope you have a great day, and as always, have a good one. Bye!